What are 7 tips for presenting on camera? Let's find out. By the way, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Lots of great videos coming up in the areas of presentation, productivity, and habit building. So let's have a look at these 7 tips. Yeah, by the way, really make sure that you watch everything, the whole video until the end. Because out of these 7 tips, sometimes just one can really kill your chance of presenting very well on camera. Yeah, so let's dive right in. Tip number 1, be passionate. Yeah, not passionate, passionate. Okay? So many presenters who are presenting on camera, and it doesn't matter if you're a new YouTuber, it doesn't matter if you give a business presentation in front of the camera, they're not passionate, they're what? They're boring. Yes, the last thing you want to be is be boring. Yeah, when people are watching you on their computer screen, on their phone, on their iPad, whatever it might be, what can they do? They can easily either leave, they can turn you off, or they can just fall asleep. You don't want that. So you gotta have that passion, you gotta have that drive, you gotta get that across when you're presenting to your audience. Number 2, you want to have the right position. Now here's a mistake that a lot of people make. Yeah, again, if you're a new YouTuber or a business presenter, yeah, it doesn't matter. Here's what a lot of people do. They're presenting like this. Their hat is in the middle of the camera. Do you know what I mean? But you watch any successful YouTuber, any TV drama or anything, you will very quickly realize that usually the heads are almost touching the top of the camera. They're not like this. They're not over here. They're not over here. Down here, definitely not. No. Yeah, the head is nicely almost touching the camera, sometimes going even a little bit further than that, okay? So for you as well, you gotta have the right position. Of course, you want to have good posture with it as well. It doesn't matter if you're standing or if you're sitting. You need a good posture, but most importantly is the position of your camera. And the head should almost really be touching the top of the frame that you're in. Yeah, so don't make this beginner mistake. Don't do this. It's not supposed to be in the middle. This does not look good. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, so make sure you do that. Tip number 3, make eye contact with the camera lens. Don't look somewhere else. Don't look at yourself on the screen, okay? I'm not looking at you right now, right? I'm looking at myself at the camera. Yeah, so many people, when they're, for example, for a YouTube video, you're recording yourself, you're looking at your reflection. You're not looking into the camera. Yeah, in a business presentation as well, let's say you deliver it with Zoom, you look at the screen and you see the people who are on camera, but they don't feel like you're looking at them. Yeah, if you're looking there, does it look right now like I'm looking at you? No, it does not, does it? No, you want to look straight into the lens. Most important thing, you got to look into the lens. And a little quick tip here, yeah, something that you can do that I also always do. Oops, this fell down, doesn't matter. Yeah, put a little post-it next to the lens. Yeah, so what I like to do, what I've been doing for a long time and what I always recommend is that you put a post-it with a little smiley next to the lens, right there. So you're looking straight into the camera. Yeah, but give yourself a visual cue. It could also be a printout of a real audience. Yeah, it's just gotta be a small thing, but you wanna put it next to the lens. Because that way your audience really feels you're looking at them. If you're looking at the screen, you know, it doesn't matter where it might be, or you're looking somewhere else, they don't feel like they can connect with you. Yeah, so you look directly into the lens. Tip number 4, whenever possible, use props. Now what is a prop? You know what a prop is. A prop is a physical thing. It can really be anything. Yeah, whenever you use props, your presentation on camera instantly becomes more interesting for your audience. Okay, what could a prop be? You know, it could be some point you want to make, it could be a product that you want to be presenting, it doesn't matter. But something physical, you know, really adds value to your presentation. Okay, for example, I want to talk about microphones. I bring the real microphone, right? I show it to you. I'm not just talking about it. This has so much more impact for you as well. So think about which props can you use? Can you bring your products when you give your presentation? What should you do? But use props. Number 5, move your face. A lot of presenters who are presenting on camera are like statues, you know, like a deer that's hit by the light of a car. They're not moving their face at all. Ah! Don't you hate it when there's zero emotion, coming across from the presenter, right? Especially facial expressions. Oh my God! Show some emotion on your face. Don't be like a statue. But of course, it comes down if you're not used to presenting on camera yet. A lot of presenters do that. It's kind of, they're moving their mouth, but everything else is falling asleep. So make sure you have good facial expressions. Smile every now and then if the situation invites for it, okay? But really use your facial expressions more. Make it more interesting for your audience. Number 6, move. Yeah, and use your gestures. Now again, it's a mistake that so many presenters make. They never move anything and they don't use their gestures at all. They're just sitting there. Are you listening to me? Listen to my mouth. Yeah, they're using nothing. Okay, so for you as well, you can move a little bit in front of the camera. It's not a problem. You can move in sometimes, you can move out. It's up to you, whatever the situation calls for. But you want to move and you want to use your gestures from beginning to end as well. Not like a robot. Okay, you can watch one of my other videos where I talk about you do not want to prepare your gestures. No, it should be natural. Okay, it should be natural. But moving and gestures create more interest in your presentation, especially on camera. Number 7, show some emotions and have some fun. The audience can feel it, not just in a real presentation, but also on camera. Also, if you're a YouTuber, your audience can feel it. If you got the emotion there, if you're having fun, this is so critical. Don't you agree, right? Who would you rather listen to? Think about it. Do you want to listen to the boring, correct guy who shows no emotion? Or the little, fun guy who's having some fun, who's sharing some emotions throughout the presentation? Mostly, of course, the second one, okay? Unless you're talking to your accountant. Then you don't want that guy, of course. Then you want the first one. But for the most part, your audience, even if it's a business presentation, they want to be entertained to a certain degree. Yeah, so think about it. How can you make it fun for you? Because if it's fun for you, there's a higher chance it's going to be fun for your audience as well. And lastly, a little bonus tip here. Yeah, be in front of the camera more. Now, a lot has been said about practicing your presentation. Of course, you should practice. Yeah, I made lots of other videos about how you can practice better. Also, online presentation on Zoom, etc. Yeah, you can check out those videos as well. But the key really is not just to practice, the key is to be in front of the camera all the time. If you continuously, are in front of the camera, again, it doesn't matter if it's on your laptop, it doesn't matter if you're filming a YouTube video or for whatever other purpose you need it. But if you keep being in front of the camera, you become more and more natural. Does that make sense? Yeah, because how do you get comfortable in anything? You just do it more. So just practice being in front of the camera a lot more. Use your phone a lot more. Turn on the camera. Film yourself. Just talk to yourself just for fun, for practice. The more you do it, the more time you spend, the more comfortable you're going to get and the more natural you're going to get as well. So comment below one time, which of these tips are you going to use the most? All of them? Probably not. But which are the biggest aha moments, the big things that you feel you have to change? Yeah, please comment that below. Again, if you haven't done it yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on future videos. Okay, if you like this one, give it a thumbs up. And most importantly, I really look forward to seeing you for the next video.